Generic greetings and welcome to Cozy Marbles. Today's beverages: a nice relaxing cup of chamomile tea with a hint of fennel, I believe. Either way, welcome to the demo of Cozy Marbles. This is a toy box, a game where you make marble runs, a bit like you may have done as a child or when you were 57. And it doesn't really matter, there's no age restriction on making marble runs, you understand. But yeah, you may remember this fondly and the experience being a nostalgic one. Again, it's a game where you are free to make the runs. Let's just go over to play and you can create your level. So name it or make some different levels, etc. I'm just going to go to create and you can select the living room, but you've also got different ones available in the full version. As I said, this is the demo and I'll put a link in the description. So yeah, we have a bit in the center here. This is on our dining table. I think I used to when I used to make them, it was on the carpet. So yeah, not on tables, but we have the option to start building. So for example, what is the basic marble run? Well, we're going to use a marble dispenser and I'm going to place it there, and then you can go to say basic and we'll have say a run that goes down and you get the option to snap things. So for example, you've got the little magnet there, so you can see the polar opposites will snap and you can do that. And let's maybe have it go around that way and around that way, and then maybe down a bit more and down a bit more, and then I don't know, maybe just go straight into where is it, the end point, which is going to be there. And that is basically the marble run. So we can go to roll marbles. I think we need to press enter and there it is, and that's it. So there's the end of the video. That's been a bit of the Cozy Marbles. That's what you end up doing. You're making something like this. And as I said, it's just a nice little chill sandbox. There is racing and challenges and other things like that, but that's not really the reason why I'm having a look at this one. I like the idea of the cozy, challenging bit. And the marble's there. I don't know how to reset that, or we can delete it. No, that's stuck permanently. Good. Right, let's make a couple of marble runs just for the sake of entertainment purposes. So I'm going to place that in there, and then I'm going to place a bit of a down bit. It's going to go down and then we're going to go straight, and you can click and drag some of these pieces and you can alter the height as well very, very easily. And then you've got things like this funnel where it will sort of roll around. So we'll do say like that, so it'll roll around a little bit and then drop out of the bottom. And how we're going to place that under there, I might have to use this pipe loop, which luckily it will snap to, and I'm going to bring it towards ourselves. Actually no, wait, I'm going to delete that object and use this one here instead, and there you go. And again, you can see it does snap to it, so that's really, really good. And maybe it's going to jump a little bit. Shall we make it jump? I think we probably can. These are the different special bits. Let's go with a xylophone piece, and I'm going to rotate that so it's going to come out of there and then hopefully go and make a noise when it hits that. And then we're going to go, so it's going to go maybe 3 pieces. Do I think it's going to go dink dink and then get it correct? I think it's going to completely mess up. So what I'm going to do is go with, what else have we got? We got big blocks here, so you can make much bigger pieces if you are so inclined. That's probably not the way forward. You know what you can always do is just test it out. So we're going to run that one, so the marble will spin around there, and okay, it's going to finally drop into there, and yes. Oh, that's good. That actually bounces exactly how I thought it might. So we're going to run with that. You can see some of these pieces are locked behind the full version, and also some of them are locked behind achievements. So, for example, let me place that there. I think some of the achievements, they're called challenges, actually. It's, things like do the tutorial and launch marbles, etc. But some of them are more advanced, like launch 5,000 marbles. And then you get these tickets, which you can then unlock these. And you can see there's different track pieces and levels and things like that. So there's loads and loads of things planned. Some more like realistic / nostalgic, like the wooden ones, or then you've also got ones that are made of plasma and more sci-fi and such. Anyway, we'll go back to here. So it's gonna roll down there, spin around, go dink dink dink, and then we need it to land in probably a bigger section. So we're going to use say big, and then it will go into the adapter, which is going to go, say, there. And can that move along? So you can click on it and then go to move. And there isn't a middle, which is a shame. Although, realistically, that should be the other way anyway. So I'm going to delete that. And it's a 4x4. Is there a 3x... No, there's not a 3. There's no middle piece. Although there is a merger. That's the wrong height and also really in the wrong location. But that actually probably would do, truth be told. I can probably maybe move it down a little bit. Let me go for that piece and then move and then bring it right down to there. That would probably fit in. Yeah, so we're going to bring it up a little bit like that. I think that would work fine. Once again, I'm just going to press the enter button, and you know, you can just if you want to, let me just drop this drop the tool. I can just mash away and just send them all on the way. Yeah, that actually that works exactly as I want it to work. And this is going to start yeah, that's going to start to mess up a little bit. So it's going to go on there, which is fine, and then we're going to have this come around with that one. So we'll do that, and then we'll go with a straight. Come on, select straight piece, maybe to there, and then turn around that way, and then another straight piece. So it's going to slow it down a little bit. Then I'm going to go to some, what's this way? This is a drop, isn't it? So sometimes this is a two-way drop. So it's hard to see, but there is a gap in the middle. So sometimes it's going to go straight, sometimes it's going to go down. I'm going to delete that. And I think what we'll do is use a special piece, which is this circular lift. So it goes in there, and then it slowly goes up and then back. However, that will require some shifting because essentially you're going to get a bit of a backlog. So I'm going to go with, from that section, I'm going to just delete that and delete that. Again, very, very easy to just click and work on that one. And we're going to go with the drop. So it's going to go down, and then it's going to go straight to... Oh, can I move that down any further, or is that... It's lowest point. It's not at lowest point. That's fine. Then it's going to come out here. Do I want to have it then moving from there? I probably can. So this is where you've got the wire sections. The wire section is going to go, and then we're going to have it sort of spin around a little bit. So it's going to go from there and then round and round, and then we'll make it go... Can I make it go straight? I probably can. So it's going to be basic and then straight along there. And again, what I'll do is I'll set these up. I guess there's marble runs, dominoes, and the Rube Goldberg machine type of things. Those, and actually, so we'll also put card runs as well in there. All of those have the same sort of issues that you don't know if they work until you actually try them, and sometimes, not here, but sometimes there is a lot of setup. So you can only test that domino / card run once, so you better make sure it's going to work, whereas this, not so much. Anyway, what else do we have? We do have a couple of other bits, like a speed booster. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, I think maybe bring it down a little bit. That is not what I wanted. Okay, let me delete that section. Actually, no, I will paste that back just for the sake of showing you that you can click it and you can alter the colors. So this is the energy, I would say the default scheme, and then you've got things like modern, you got summer, you've got creamy, you know, you've got different color schemes and such. So there's a natural one. Okay. Yeah, the energy one is what we're going to go with. So I'm going to have this maybe come around, and then maybe should we have it, can it jump over? Are we being too ambitious making it jump over? I'm not sure. I will, however, put in here, for no other reason than we kind of checkpoint, and then we'll have it go maybe that way, and then what I'll do is have a straight piece, and then we've got a booster. So booster goes, that's the wrong way. That is the wrong way. Let's move it round to there, and that's fine. And then you can change the boost to, say, let's go with a medium boost, and I'm going to fire a couple of marbles off, and we'll see how we get on. So the marbles are going to come down here. There you go. So they'll roll in, make noise, land there perfectly. Oh, that one pinged off. There you go. And they're going to go into here and then go up like so, and then they'll drop out. They actually get fired out there. Then they'll go through this any second. Yeah, so a bit slow. Oh, they're not going to make it. They're actually not going to make it there. Are they? Okay, some of them do, but others don't. So what I'll do is put a booster section in there, and that's going to be set to low. And then that one I'm going to put to high. And then we'll have that go... Well, we'll have it go really straight along there. And can you change like the blocks underneath it? Yes, you can change your scaffolding on it. There you go. So you can remove all the scaffolding if you're so inclined. What you can also do is click and drag, which is a really, really good... It's stuff like that is actually like underrated in all of these games. They're just simple selection tools are often missing. Right, I've got like a nice corner curve. You know what? I could go with a bit of a loop like that, and then let's go up like that. And I'm onto building roller coaster mode now. So how is that going to go from there to dropping and going back? Well, I think... Now, is the game smart enough to make this upside down? It didn't, no. Okay, that's fine. I am challenging a little bit here. There's blocks. And I want it to come along and maybe hit this. Maybe. Or should I just put a block? I just put a block in there. So it's going to hit that block. And we'll put it on both sides like this. And then bring it down by 1. This is where I'm going to struggle, actually, because I'm trying to... Oh, okay, right. I think Camera's having a bit of a problem. Remove that section there. So I want it to fire out there and hit this wall. Is there anything else I can make? I mean, that is the obvious one. Having a row of these. Oh, that's actually better. I'll delete them. What else do we might have? Checkpoint big. Let's bring it down by 1. So it goes through that. The checkpoints, by the way, I think are for the racing. And you can say, place these objects to start the race. So marble dispenser and then goal. So we need a marble dispenser. I'm going to cancel that one. I'll show you the races before we finish off, because there are other ones you can make with that. And there's some in the game as well. This is also a splitter. That'd be pretty cool to have. But let's focus on this. So I want it to hit something, then drop down into basically a wide slope. And then we're going to sort of curve around like that. So it'll be underneath there like so. I'm just going to fire a few marbles off because I want to see how fast this booster goes. Oh, look at that. Actually, the colours are shown on the boosts here. So that is low. And then this is in red. So it's low in blue and then high in red. So it's going to come along. It's going to work its way around here. It will go into there, a little bit of a boost, and then big boost, and then it doesn't make it. Right, good. So we've covered that, and it means I can put a boost there, and I can put a boost. Yeah, that's failed. I'm going to put a boost there and put a boost there. And let me put it roughly in the middle. I do stress roughly. So it is a advanced, no, special. So it is a boost and a boost. I don't know why it wants to put it backwards for some reason. And this one is going to be high. Oh, you can change it to extreme. But that's not working. Oh, that marble's stuck. Right, let me just send a whole host of them, like so. So that one's extreme, that one's extreme, that one's extreme. Here they all come, and you can see because now look at that. Physics is taking over. They're now stuck. And now what you're doing is every parent's nightmare, which is having the marbles being found about, 3 decades later on. And oh yeah, right, I've totally blocked up the marble run now. What happens is they stop at the booster and then they go. They don't do what I thought they were going to do, which would be to say continue on. Let me go ahead and remove those and place these in. Yeah, they don't do what I thought they'd do, which is like accelerate, like zip it forward. So let's see. Oh, that's almost correct, that one. If I was to get rid of that and put one in there, that would probably work, right? So it is there, and that one can go up to medium. Let me just send some more while I wait. Put that in there, and then as I said, this one's going to come down land, and then I see what it won't necessarily work because it needs to drop and roll that way. You get the idea. We could spend many an hour messing with this, and that is, like I say, the thing is, it is a toy box, and let's see if this works. So it's going to go on there, and that should be extreme. Good job I caught that in time. So boost. Oh yeah, almost works. Doesn't work, but almost works. But we've made that. Yeah, obviously you can undo and redo. You can destroy. There's destroy all marbles there. There's also a Twitch connection thing, which I have no intention of trying. You can go over to, for example, new, and you've got, for example, Duel of the Marbles. So these are some of the other ones. You've got racing, and you can say ready up, and oh, it's not on that one. Hang on, where is it? It is new and the big race. There it is. So you can see what's happened here is that marbles have been not only color coded, they've been named. So there you go. You got Mexico, Japan, Australia, UK, India, Sweden, Italy, etc. And you can say release and roll the marbles. So they're going to have this little race, and off they go. And you can actually just, to be honest, spam this, and if you really want to just do that. But then you get, oh, looks like Japan's going to win. There we go. Japan followed by the UK, second place, Netherlands, Ukraine, Poland, France, Germany, and yeah, it's going to keep going. And you can see how it goes. And this is just one of, obviously, the many that you can make. But yeah, just a brief look at the demo of Cozy Marbles. As I said, it is, you could call it, one could call it a game, one could call it an experience, a little toy box, a sandbox, a plaything, as it were, a chill thing to experience and to go through. You can also create your own marbles, for example, so select the materials, whether it has arms. I was about to say, does it have like sort of googly eyes? And there probably will be some of those. But you can change like the patterns on it and everything else. So, you know, if you want to make your own, then you can. And yeah, obviously the full game will have a lot more challenges, a lot more items are in the shop. Not just items for things like the marble runs themselves, like these wavy sections and different escalators and boosts and such, but also the locations, the environments, and also some of the hats and the apparel and things like that. Either way, that's been a little look at the demo of Cozy Marbles. If you like the idea, then by all means check the link out in the description. Let me know what you think in the comments, and if nothing else, hopefully it's been a chill one for you. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.